Yeah, this pine came down in the storms we just had over the winter, and it's a great opportunity to show what a handsaw can do and how you don't always need a chainsaw to cut through some quite large wood. So I've got a collection of the Niwaki Saws that we sell, starting from the smallest, which is the one I prefer to use, which is a folding saw, which is nice in the garden use because you can keep it with you the whole time. Small enough for some quite sort of careful, deliberate sawing. A lot of people prefer a fixed saw to a folding saw, so the same make as a Bakuma TriStar, which is a nice little short-bladed saw, but it comes in a fixed scabbard like that. Then if you want something a bit bigger, you go for a Silky Zubat, which has got this lovely curve shape on it, so it kind of grips the branch quite well when you're sawing. These come in 3 sizes, so this is the standard size. The next one up's a bit bigger still. So if you're chopping through sort of things about so thick, you could do that with one of these quite comfortably. And they all come in a nice scabbard, so you can wear them on your belt if you want. Then when you get bigger than that, there's a couple of real biggies. You got this, which is a folding saw from Silky. It's the Katanaboy, which is a real whopper, and it's quite lethal as well. Actually, it's got a sort of safety lock here, so you look after it like that, and you can pretty much chop anything down with that. It's you know, the blade's as long as a chainsaw, and if you wanted to chop through something up to about a foot wide, you get through that no problem. Yeah, so if you've this is my favourite saw for larger pruning jobs, chopping down branches, chopping off, you know, felled trees and things. And I like it because you've got this great big grip on it, so you can use it two-handed. You've got a bit of reach as well, so you can work further away from you. You can work further up if you're taking a branch higher up off of a tree. And because the blade is so long, you get a lot of action on that blade, so it's less effort to saw because you get a lot of sort of pull on that. And the trick is to go quite slow. You're putting the effort on the pull, not on the push. And I'm halfway through already after about 10 cuts. And that's it. And that is such a nice saw to use for something up to about 12-inch diameter. Would work well. Another Silky saw, which people like, is the Genki Temagari. And here it is. And it's a traditional Japanese shape, so that's what an old Japanese woodsman's saw would look like. Massive, great big teeth on them. The clever thing is, if you see the teeth in there, they actually narrow down towards the bottom, so you can start your cut off with finer teeth. Then when you get into the grooves, you can kind of let rip with the much bigger teeth at the end. So these two fellas really are kind of competing with chainsaws in what you can achieve. But the much smaller saws, in particular the folding saw, is for kind of garden use where you're trying to prune shrubs and get into tight little spots and you don't need to cut through much diameter. All Japanese saws cut on the pull, which most people know about these days, but all saws in fact sort of in the Eastern Hemisphere, so Chinese saws and Indian saws, the pulling action is here rather than the pushing action like that. So a Western tenon saw or cross saw would be involving with a push, but this is all about the pull, does the cut. And the teeth tend to be in 2 rows, and they're kind of alternate rows of teeth, so you get a real rip to it. So it's a very quick, effortless cutting action, which actually makes for a tidier cut than a pushing action.